two biggest athletes to come on the table now. He came in at about 170 kilos. This is the man from New Zealand. I'm talking about the beast, Maateiwarangi, Heta Mara.
Toshi, I watched the match, the knuckles up 3. Impressive, good work. But unfortunately, we're following the same journey and we're about to collide. So, I hope you're ready. Something different's about to hit you.
And his opponent, he had to go through the #1 in Korea to have a shot at the beast. He comes from the land of the rising sun. Put your hands together for Toshiyuki Shishido.
相手の人強いんで絶対勝ちます。
This is our battle between our super heavyweights, Maateiwarangi Heta Morris weighing in at 173 kilos, and Toshiyuki Shishido from Japan, 133 kilos. Both massive men, but that is a huge amount of weight to be giving up to the man from New Zealand.
300 kilos on the table, 40 kilos the difference.
I hope the table can withstand these two behemoths.
Don't worry about the table, I'm worried about the bloody stage lot, about the stage. So here we go. So big Mate, I call him a Cafe Mate.
You know this man well. You've seen him a lot.
Yeah, followed his career closely, spent a lot of time with him, into the straps.
I've seen him compete a few times. I've been at events that he's been at. A beast of a bench presser, which I'm always going to admire. Anyone that can lift some big weights, but he can arm wrestle as well.
Just cheekily, what was your best bench, Wells?
Not as good as him. My best bench, I was never a big bencher. I've done 500 pounds in a competition, so not terrible, but
500 pounds.
I've put close to, 470 overhead. But all my strengths don't carry over so much to arm wrestling. My strength was really the lower body, the legs.
You've been down the arm wrestler with the legs, Loz, I tell ya.
That's my problem.
So round #1, the two big super heavyweights. Look for a low hand open top roll from Big Mate, even as deep as a King's move. So Shishido, if I were him, I'd be coming in for a press. So there's the hit. So there it is.
Elbow. It must be hard for these super heavyweights to keep their elbows on those pads. You just look at Maateiwarangi's arm and it just covers the whole thing.
Not only to keep his elbow on the table, I see this man struggle to get into cars. He's just a big human being. He's a great human being as well.
He is. Looks scary, but very pleasant when you talk to him backstage and away from the table.
But you see him just drop everything. So he's on one elbow there, and you see him just drop everything, getting that low hand open top roll, because his hand's just so big. So there it is. Holds on there. Can he keep his elbow on the table?
Stop. Elbow foul.
Round 1.
Shoulder.
What can the big guys do?
Rotate. Wrist.
It's a massive hand.
Go.
So now he gets to stop there. Great work.
That's better positioning.
So Shishido now with the side pressure. Looks to open it up now. Deep in there. That open top roll into the Kings.
Second elbow foul.
If Mate can work on all of that connecting and bring it over with him, he can cause a lot of damage in the super heavyweight division. But you watch when he goes, he kind of drops his body first and then starts to use his big hand.
Is he pulling just with raw power more than, say, some of the technique we've seen from some of the smaller athletes?
100%. So he's taken the hand there. So now he's in a much better position. But geez, what an attack by Toshiyuki. And he's got, again, one more of those. Sticky point there for Big Mate. He's dropped real low there. So now this is where the endurance battle comes in. Toshiyuki is throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at this one. Can he get on top? Third elbow foul.
Elbow foul. Winner.
Toshiyuki losing that one on elbow fouls. And that just looked nasty for both athletes. They looked uncomfortable positioning.
Thank you.
Yeah, spot on there, Makers. And you could see at times when Mate was dropping and his arm was getting straight and just couldn't go anywhere else for Toshiyuki as he's just throwing.
He's using all that hip power, but his wrist was bending back, and Maateiwarangi's wrist just holding tight in that King's move. I'm similar weight to Toshiyuki, and I know how hard it is to kind of carry that weight. I mean, I've been up as 170, as heavy as Maateiwarangi, and I couldn't walk like 20 meters without getting back pumped. It's the power is great, but the endurance sucks at that size.
Well, we'll see if both of these competitors here, we'll see if I can quote you, Loz, if their endurance sucks. Round 2.
Start match.
Oh, come on now.
My endurance sucked at 170. Maybe Matty's a different kettle of fish, but...
No, he's been around undefeated in New Zealand for 10, 11 years now. Maateiwarangi, and of course, Toshiyuki, #1 in Japan.
2 lesser-known countries for arm wrestling, but the #1 in both respective countries. Interesting battle between these two.
And I think that's what I really enjoy about coming to Knuckles Up, and I'm being very grateful to be at all 4 Knuckles Up, is they're gambling on new stars. They have a strong connection with the Asian community. You know, we're having the #1 of Korea, we're having the #1 of Japan, and they're exciting. Toshiyuki had match of the night at Knuckles Up 3. So I like that they're taking risks and giving these guys an opportunity, you know, to be shown this high-level athlete treatment, because I'm sure when you're sitting there in your country, you're like, well, I'm #1. Like, why aren't I getting an opportunity? Toshiyuki's getting an opportunity, and he's taking it with both hands. Here we go. Bang! Just like that.
And he gets the pin.
One foul swoop.
That was good there by Toshi.
Just went through it like a hot knife through butter. One fell swoop.
Is that the endurance side being a factor, or was that just a really good hit there?
I think it's one of the weaknesses for Big Mate is reaction time. I think that's what it is. He got to where he wanted to, but by the time he's been able to get in that position, it's too late.
Yeah.
And Shishido's found something to go through him, to really hit hard, and that's going to cause trouble for the next 2 rounds.
Do you think we see the exact same tactic again?
100%. And why not? Look at
it works. It works. You got to stick with it.
And if you get the start and can't get the beast in his lock position, you can see there Shishido gets the pin.
I don't know what the arm wrestling landscape is like in New Zealand, but does someone like Maateiwarangi have anyone he can really practice with out there?
No. And that's become a weakness. He's on the bottom right-hand corner of the planet, and when you're undefeated for 11 years, you know, you just go find some bears. Go find some bears, some wild animals. So here we go.
You can see how much potential that he has. The power is ridiculous.
Absolutely. Round 3.
Rotate. Wrist.
Let's go.
Ready, go.
Bang, there's a hit. So now he gets to his sticking point. So once again, Shishido with those huge hits, the side pressure is coming in. He's really got him inside his shoulder. Come off the back of the pad.
Open, please.
It's funny you're saying Big Mate argue, because when you're competing, you feel like you never come off the back of the pad. And then you go back and watch the replay and you're like, I'm about 3.5 foot off. Why was I whinging?
I was training in my local club and they recorded me and my elbow came off. I didn't think it came off. I watched the replay. Yeah, exactly like you said. I was like, sorry, my bad.
Sorry, I bit your face.
But I will say, like, you know, when you are bigger, it just slips off so easy.
Absolutely. And the amount of sweat that is coming.
Yeah, you look at that head, it's just kind of dripping off him right now. It gets onto that pad, that's sliding all over the place. Harder then to anchor himself down and use that weight and strength advantage.
Yeah, spot on. So he'll need to chalk up. There we go. So now he just needs to hold there. So it's a matter, because even with the straight arm, he's able to stop. So now the hits are coming. So now it becomes a battle of endurance. Now can Mate get inside of his shoulder? No.
Elbow off again.
In losing position. Winner.
Oh, in a losing position. So the elbow came off in a losing position. So Shishido takes the win.
He does, and that's a winner. And that's a winner for the people that hate the King's move, because even though we saw Mate's hand not get pinned, it was down low, the elbow come off, because when you're in a straight arm like that, you can't.
No.
You can't hyperextend it. Well, you probably could, but, you know, we'll use
break
them
someone's arm,
snap,
yeah.
crackle, and
we
pop.
don't want to see that.
But there you go. Great pressure again from Shishido. He now goes 2-1 up. That's all I want. You know, we have the best seat in the house we get to sit here and watch some incredible arm wrestling. And I'm selfish. I want every match to go to a decider. I want every match to go to a silver bullet.
This is so cool for me. I was just at home watching Knuckles Up 3. Now I'm here, sat next to you. This is exciting.
Here we go, round number 4, you dead set legends. Can Toshiyuki Shishido continue his game plan and slice and dice the beast? Or is that 170 kilo power able to lock in and get within inside his shoulder and make a match of this? 2-1 to Shishido, round 4. So they go for a referee's grip, and they're going for that.
I don't think Maateiwarangi looks comfortable.
Shoulder here. Center.
No, he
Big,
doesn't.
deep breaths coming out of him. He keeps looking at his wrist. He's not happy. He's shaking his head. He's not happy at all.
He hates that.
Oh, you could just see that he wasn't right.
I think there's an injury in there.
You could see before the go, he was just shaking his head. Something's up. Hopefully, nothing too serious.
But the man from Japan.
What a match.
Well done.
What a match.
Toshiyuki can go.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that.
Me too.
Him too, he wasn't expecting either. You know, guys, the first thing that Toshi said when he arrived to the hotel and saw Mate was, big. Congratulations. Who do you want to pull next?
相手がいれば誰でもいいです。
Who else comes?
That's what I like to hear. Congratulations. There is your trophy, my friend. Great job. That's it, Toshiyuki Shishido.